think we've worked on a number of deals in various sports, and there's a kind of tried and trusted method that should work across US markets as well, where you would take the basics of a brand exposure, fan engagement, and value for money. If you have those three elements to a deal, it can't fail as long as it's activated accordingly. So, there's no reason why the deals can't replicate the European model. But that said, there are going to be more restrictions around the US visibility. There's complications as well around franchises that exist in US sport and are ultimately owned by the leagues, rather than the independence that European sports clubs have. We will have to learn as we go. There's nothing like learning on the job, as most people know. We can theorise about it as much as we want, but I think the US sports fan is slightly different to the UK European fan and the traditional sports fan that we're used to engaging with, particularly with European operators, and particularly in the UK. The focus is so largely on football and horse racing in terms of the returns. The US is obviously a different beast. Now, there's possibly more engagement in the US in terms of on a wider demographic, so the whole family will be Carolina Panthers fans and sit down on a Sunday to watch the game together. So engagement levels in some way are higher, but at the same time it doesn't necessarily have the history and the emotional tie-in that perhaps European sport does. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, brand visibility is a big thing, and I touched on it earlier. There are restrictions around sports franchises in the States and how they can interact with international partners. So there are guidelines around use of IP within a 150-mile radius of the stadium, for example, with NBA teams. Now that obviously presents a problem for international operators who are headquartered perhaps in Asia or Europe, looking to capitalise on, let's say, the Philadelphia 76ers IP and player imagery. So we're going to have to be clever about it once we start to work in those markets. Digital is going to be huge in terms of social campaigns, because that can be headquartered in Philadelphia and pushed out globally. So look, we're going to learn as we go, but there will be methods that we've utilised across European partnerships which will still continue to work in the US.